Hello boys and girls. Today I'm going to be telling you about the parable of the talents. It's found in Matthew chapter 25 verse 14 to 30. In the Bible, a talent was a huge amount of money. Some people say it could have been more than £1 million. Our story starts like this. A very rich man decided he wanted to go for a long journey, so he called together all his servants to ask them to look after his belongings and his money. To the first servant, he gave 5 talents of money. To the second servant, he gave 2 talents. And the third servant, he gave 1 talent. He gave them each the amount he thought they could handle according to their ability. Then the man went for his journey. Each man went off with their money. The first man went to work straight away, worked really hard with the money, and made 5 more talents, so then he had 10 talents. The second man did the same. He worked really hard with his 2 talents and got 2 more talents. But the third man went off with his 1 talent and dug a hole in the ground and buried it. He could have done anything with his money. He could have started a shop or bought a boat and gone fishing to try and make money for his master, but he didn't do anything. When the master returned from his long journey, he called together his servants. The first servant came and said, "You gave me 5 talents and I made you 5 more." So he was able to give the master 10 talents. The master was really happy and said, "Well done, you good and faithful servant." Then the second man came and he said, "You trusted me with 2 talents and I made 2 more." So he was able to give the master 4 talents. The rich man was really happy and said, "Well done, you good and faithful servant." Then the third man came. He said, "I know you worked really hard for your money, and I didn't want to lose my 1 talent, so I dug a hole and buried it. Here is your 1 talent back." The master was not happy at all. He called the servant lazy. He said, "You could have done anything with my money. You could even have put it in a bank and got a little bit more money from me whenever I got back, but you chose not to do anything." So he took the 1 talent off the lazy servant and gave it to the first servant who had used his money to make more. Jesus tells us this parable to remind us that 1, we're all special and God gives us all our own special talents, and 2, to challenge us. Are we going to use our talents to serve God and serve others, or are we going to use our talents to serve ourselves? So even though we have to stay at home at the minute, there's still loads of things we can do to use the gift God gives us to serve others. And I've got a craft to help us remember that. So on this craft I've got the verse for today, so I'm going to go over that a couple of times first. It's from 1 Peter 4 verse 10. Use whatever gift you have received to serve others. Let's read over it again. 1 Peter 4 verse 10. Use whatever gift you have received to serve others. So now I'm going to show you how to make this craft to remind us that we can serve others. First, what you're going to need is a big piece of paper and some paint. And you're going to want to paint your hands and make some handprints. Once you've done that, let them dry and then cut them out like this. You want to have maybe 3 different colours, or you can have 4 maybe because your hands are a lot smaller than mine. Once you've done that, you're going to want to make a plant pot. I made mine out of an old cereal box. Cut it out in a plant pot shape and then you can decorate it whatever way you want. I used some pretty napkins for mine. I used 2 layers of the design because the first time it was a wee bit thin. But you can use stickers or paint, or you can do it with fingerprints, seeing as your hands are already covered in paint. And then stick on an extra label across the top with the memory verse on it, like this. Now once you've done that, stick it on a big piece of paper and stick on your cut out handprints. Yours will fit in a bit better because your hands are smaller than mine. And then I used lollipop sticks, green lollipop sticks here, to make it look like stems from the flowers. but you can use paper and colour it in, or whatever you want to do that. Once I did that, I got little pieces of paper and wrote on things I can do to help and use the gifts God gives me to serve others. I can help my brother with his schoolwork, I can tidy my room, I really need to do that, or I can send a card to a friend to let them know I'm thinking about them. But you can choose whatever things you want and stick it on your hands. Now once you've got it all stuck together, you can put it up in your kitchen or on your bedroom door or wherever you want to remind you to use the gifts you're given to serve others. Bye!